Thanks for the water.
Of course. What's happening? We back live. America's Realest Podcast, live Hip Hop Daily. Y'all know D-Lo G is always in the building.
God.
And we here, you know what I'm saying? We live with it.
Yes, sir.
We were just talking about how kids are so naive. You like even like believing in like the tooth fairy and Santa Claus and shit.
Yeah. I mean, I was about to say at that age, the tooth fairy, it matters how old they are still believing in it. You know what I'm saying? Like a kid that's like up to 5 years old.
But that's the point though. I mean, I'm not teasing them for it. They just, naive and they gullible. They don't know no better, so they think that it's a tooth fairy out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. These
Yo,
niggas.
Adults be making
these niggas.
Right. Adults be making like being a human, like they be fun suckers, bro. For real. Like I was thinking about like even like, so people be mad like talking about like certain companies like tobacco even like markets to kids, yada yada type shit. But I'm saying like adults like fruit shit too and colors, and you know what I'm saying? Why does that have to be like something for the kids? Why can't we can't have nothing fun? We can't have nothing like with a little bounce in it? Everything gotta be so like adult, and you know what I'm saying? Like we're old now, like stiff as hell.
Yeah, nah, I feel you.
That's lame, bro.
Well, I mean, we can, but it just can't be negative things like liquor or drugs that's sold in the store that looks like that got teddy bears on it. You know what I'm saying?
The teddy bears OD. But I'm saying though, like I just feel like it's like it appeals to us too.
Yeah, no, for
you
sure,
know what I'm saying?
For sure. Because it's just human nature.
Yeah,
certain colors and shit like that. Just
fonts
the human mind.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're a kid or adult. It's gonna attract your attention.
Right.
For sure.
So I don't think it's fair for them to really like, you know what I'm saying?
Or it's just those dumbass kids that need to know the difference.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Or their parents that need to watch them and be like, don't do that.
Or their parents, yeah.
Put it on the company. That's crazy. So is that like putting it on the music though? Or are we saying like...
Didn't you see what Cameron said?
What Cameron said?
Cameron said you can't blame... Can I get a ashtray? You can't blame the artist because the parents is out here letting the kids listen to music. You know what I'm saying? Like there's bank robbery movies that come out every day, and you don't hear nobody saying I went and robbed the bank because I saw the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if they do say that don't
I ain't gonna
make
lie.
them stop.
Yo, them TV shows gotta inspire crimes.
But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they don't stop making the shows or the movies and shit. So how you gonna blame the artist that's making the music? Like they can't stop making the music because you're a dumbass kid or because you're a failed, you know what I'm saying? You're a failure as a parent. You know what I'm saying?
And see, like, but see, that goes to like, kids go to school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a lot of downtime. Like, what are you gonna do if your kid wakes up at 2:00 in the morning and puts their headphones in? You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't like say that they're a bad parent because they didn't like, you know what I'm saying? Check on them in the night to make sure.
No, I'm not saying that, but
I'm just saying like kids are like that. You feel me? Like
for sure. No,
I was a good kid, so I'm just trying to, I wasn't the kid.
I was the bad kid. You see what I'm saying? And I can honestly say it ain't have shit to do with my mom. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, right.
Like my mom wasn't the problem.
If anything, right. That was like your saving grace.
Yeah, for sure. Like Mom Dukes, I was scared of my mom. I didn't want her to know nothing I was doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was more scared of my mom than the police. Fuck the police. I gotta go home to this lady. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so, I can't blame my mom or say my mom was, you know what I'm saying, anything like that. But could it have been other things that she could have did to like keep me more sheltered or you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I feel like even with that,
I'm not saying that it's her fault or anything that I ended up the way I did or that the mistakes that I made was her fault. You know what I'm saying? But was there other things that could have been done to, I'm not going to say even take me down another way because when you, as a kid, or even as a kid, but when you get up, your mind is your mind. You know what I'm saying? You make up your mind to do certain shit.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
I feel like, potentially, like, that just could create more rebellion. She
Yeah.
might have did you a favor by, you know, letting you slide here and there, because if she had to just, you know, put the hammer down all the way, or even just anybody that's like you said, sheltered like that, you know. I mean, you never know what lengths the kids will go to find life.
Yeah, for sure.
Jasmine left the palace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, no funny. My mom used to also say that as well. She used to be like, parents that try to shelter their kids too much or try to hide the real world from their kid, they kid always, when they get out of the eye of their parent, always try to turn up and always be that kid that's like was so good before in school or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But now they turned out because they not under the watchful eye of their parents. You feel me?
Yeah. It just depends on the person. Like, I feel like, too, at the end of the day, like, you know, we always talk about, you know, just you got to know your kid, basically.
Yeah.
Because, like, I feel like I was sheltered, you know what I'm saying, pretty much. Like, I had a sheltered, like, upbringing, but I don't think that I went too crazy when I went to college.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like I was raised and I paid attention, I listened, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to do the right thing, or what I thought was, you know what I'm saying, what I was taught that was the right thing.
And you know, everybody's different too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're a responsible person. You know what I'm saying?
But you are too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm just saying that to say, because we talking about, you know, being bad or not.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah. For sure. Nah, yeah, because I mean, I've been wanting face tattoos. And I was like, you know what I'm saying? When Birdman put a drop on his eye, I was like, wait, we should do that?
Right. Wait, we can get tattoos on our face?
Oh, shit. Lil Wayne put like Fear God or some shit on his eyelids. I was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
21 put a dagger in between his
I can't say I ever, like, wanted a face tat. So, like, you know, I got tattoos. I used to want some, like, down here. I used to want some, like, you know, on my forearms and shit, but I don't know. As I got older, like, I was just like, fuck it. Like, I feel like the only thing that I would do now to maybe be like, all right, bro, is, like, get a grill.
Yeah.
Only because I had one when I was in high school, and, like,
I want that old thing back.
I'll just be thinking about it like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Now I'm about to get a grill too though. I ain't gonna
my
lie.
teammates used to hate that shit too. That's where I really think it went. I think they threw that shit away.
You think they got you?
Yeah, facts.
Damn.
I really do.
In high school?
It didn't make it to Valdosta.
That's crazy. Why would they do that?
It's haters.
He was the only one with a girl in high school, huh? Only female on the basketball team.
Especially the only female on the basketball team with a girl. I had a tattoo. I had my grill. I had my dreads was this short.
Oh yeah, that was like hell no. She thinks she a little scrappy.
And no, for real, like on some shit. Probably my friends probably did think that because you know, Brooke now was Brooke back then, even more polished type shit. So it's like Brooke, like you know what I'm saying, like. Who are you trying to be? Or not even trying to be, but like, who are you shaping yourself to be? You feel me? Like, yeah. I'm telling you, bro. Look, what I'm saying is, Lil Jon and the East Side Boys definitely influenced my life.
For sure.
My dreads, I cut them, but if I didn't, you would see how long it is, and it will be about how long it was since the crunk era. You feel me?
I was about to say, because it's so. What? All right, so. The Laffy Taffy and shit like that, that's not crunk era, right?
I feel like that was after,
right? That
is
after. It is after. But, so that's, what is that considered? Is that
snap.
like, the snap? Okay, okay. All right, word. Because, all right, so that era, right? With me, that's like my first 2-3 years here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm like, I'm forcing myself to really listen to the music because you got to understand, I ain't have no iPod Nano or nothing like that yet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we just listening to music on the radio. I can't get Hot 97 down here.
Right.
I don't know nothing about no YouTube and shit like that. We watching 106 in Park. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's the only little bit I get. You feel me? So, but the fashion.
Yeah.
Down here, the fashion. Me moving here and then seeing how niggas dress different. You know what I'm saying? Of course, to me, it's weird. You know what I'm saying? Right. Especially at that time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like them big ass tees and shit. Was they wore big tees like that in New York?
No, like, well, yeah, like baggy tees, but not
like the extra. Them motherfuckers was.
Yeah, see, like, when I moved down here, they was doing like, so Bloods to put red, black, and red T-shirts under.
Oh, layer,
each other.
Yeah, facts.
That
like,
was
so
weird as hell to me. Yeah, the collar. Like, I was like, what the fuck? These niggas is bungling up the collar so you can tell they gangbanging.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like, okay, so what we did do that was the same was like Dickie outfits and shit.
Right,
you feel me? We did wear Dickie outfits, but see, the difference was that niggas was wearing Dickie shorts with socks that came all the way up here.
You talking about down here?
Yeah, down here.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So I understood the fila thing because I heard the Little Scrappy song. You know what I'm saying? Of course, somebody had to explain it to me.
Right.
But
right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I get it. Forever I love Atlanta. All the Atlanta niggas want filas. I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then the socks, like a baseball player, and it'd be like
with
3 different socks.
Yeah, for sure.
It'd be like 3 different socks, like they did the collar. You know what I'm saying? That's crunk and snap together, right?
Oh, I guess it lasted like long enough. I would say more snap. I feel like it's more snap.
Like Fabo, right?
Yeah.
Fabo.
Yeah.
Eccentric.
Yeah.
Out there wild when ecstasy pills was out and people was losing their minds.
Yeah.
White glasses and shit. White sunglasses.
Crunk was just baggy.
With writing on it. White sunglasses with writing on the lenses. Can't forget the writing on the lenses.
Yeah.
Shit, it wasn't just Soulja Boy though. Because,
yeah.
like Soulja Boy probably the nigga that made it trending. Fabo probably the nigga that made it trending. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't just them two that did it. It was
for sure.
everybody doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
really crazy to me.
Man, the crunk era was so fire. Actually, we just interviewed Don P from Trillville on Rude Girl Radio. They about to come out with a Welcome to Crunkville like documentary, I think.
That's
a
hard.
movie. I don't know if it's a movie or documentary, but basically like, you know, just going
Wait,
back.
so they Trillville though, right? So they gonna do Crunkville because Trill was part of Crunk.
Trillville was part of Crunk.
Trillville was part of Crunk. But Trill, the music, that's not part of Crunk, right? Because Trill is like Texas, right?
Yeah. I could see how that could be confusing.
No, because, I mean, Lucy and Levy,
Well, that's still like
Well,
that
Louisiana and Texas
that's the same shit.
That's not Alabama and that's Alabama and Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
they gonna
Is
go.
it on the other side of the Mississippi?
Yeah, New Orleans. It's
Ha-ha.
Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi.
Oh, I'm talking about the
Louisiana.
Mississippi River though. Type
It's
shit.
on, yeah.
Yeah.
Cause that's where they divide the Midwest and shit like that. That's what they say the Midwest is that Mississippi River and shit.
Yeah, that's how I divide it up. No, okay, so it's cool that we brought up Boosie and we talking about music and like that era even kind of because Boosie recently said that people from the trenches where he from don't listen to Eminem. He said that he saw Eminem like on TV and he liked the Slim Shady song, but it wasn't nobody like in his neighborhood listening to Eminem.
So I could understand that. I could see that. I can see that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Especially because at that time that like when I say like the Texas or whatever, I'm talking about Louisiana too as a whole, because Boosie not even from New Orleans,
Right.
he from Baton Rouge, you know
right,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
So like that whole little area, they was making music and trying to get their music heard, you know what I'm saying? The Ghetto Boys and shit like that, the old rappers and shit
Yeah.
like that, they trying to control their streets with their music. You know what
Right,
I'm saying?
facts,
So a
facts.
white boy rapping, they didn't want to hear that shit. You
Right,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like I'm guessing anyway, you feel me? Like
Not to actively go buy the
go-
album.
yeah,
'Cause
like
you
you
have to
said,
go
he
buy the
seen it
album.
on BET.
Yeah,
He
MTV.
liked the song MTV.
I'm just saying. You know what I'm
but
saying? He
for
probably
sure.
was on BET too, but I'm just saying he said MTV specifically.
No, for sure. Whatever it was, VH1. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, you know, like, oh shit, the white boy got some rhymes. He could
Right,
rap.
because he said that's what he said. He said he could rap, but you know nobody wasn't listening to that nigga.
That was my first album.
That was your first album?
My first album that I didn't buy it with my own money, but I was out with my grandmother. Whatever year that shit came out, we out downtown. Where the Virgin Mobile store was at, H? That's in Brooklyn or Manhattan? Times Square. So we in Times Square somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Shit like I'm a little ass kid. I just know it's lights and you know what I'm saying? So we inside Virgin Mobile. That's when they had a store like was selling music shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She bought me a CD player and the Marshall Mathers LP. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You had a cassette player or no?
I maybe had one of her leftover cassette players, but they didn't buy me one.
I feel you.
Like, I had plenty of CD players though.
Yeah. For sure. I had the Men in Black soundtrack on my cassette player.
Okay.
That shit was hard. It had some good
Will
songs
Smith
in there.
funny ass.
Nah, for real. You know, he was.
My first CD, Will Smith with Welcome to Miami. That and 3LW.
I remember 3LW. Promise it.
Baja. I feel like one of my first CDs actually was like Fabulous.
Okay.
It was a burn CD, but the first one that I got and what's that shit called with the mixtapes that they was doing with T.I.
Gangsta Grills.
I had a Gangsta Grills, but my first one out the store was I think Destiny's Child.
So my first one out the store was the Eminem shit. So I can't remember if what came first, if it was the Eminem album or if my cousin left me with Lord Willin' by the Clips and Street Dreams by Fabulous. You know what I'm saying? So that was like early music. We were just listening to some Jay-Z, Rock La Familia, The Dynasty, and that dropped in like 2000. And I was like, that helped me like, I was like, oh shit, this nigga can rap. But like 2000, I'm like 9 or something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 8. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, but when that LP, I remember my grandmother. She like, did I buy you a good CD? I'm like, yeah, it's a white boy. I'm like, it's a white boy. He rapping, but it's white. He white. Yeah, it's good. You know what I'm saying? Even back then as a kid, I knew that white mean good. You know what I'm saying? Like, or thought.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
yeah, you feel
thinking,
me?
Yeah, for
he
sure.
a white boy. You know what I'm saying? I woke up the next morning. First thing I go get my CD player, put on my headphones, press play. Nothing's playing. I open it. I'm like, what the hell? Isha, you see my CD? She like, oh yeah, I threw that trash in the trash.
I could see it. I could see that for sure. That's definitely like, you be like, what?
Imagine if the CD player started from the last song that I was listening to, and then it say, I said, I'm sorry, mama.
Right.
I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry, but tonight I'm cleaning out the closet. Yo, my grandmother was probably like, what the fuck?
So I got a funny story like that too, but so Carter 2, you know what I'm saying? I'm listening to that like it's nothing else, you know what I'm saying? Me and my mom, my dad, you know, my sister, we was all in the car, probably like to my grandma's house type shit or something, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like at this point we wasn't even all living together. Like my parents had already like split up and shit, but it was just like, I don't know, we was
family time.
Yeah, right. So we riding in the car and they like, what you listening to?
You got the CD player on.
They, you know, the first song, Carter 2.
Yeah, it's like Fly
The
In.
Mob.
The mob. Yeah, the mob.
The first thing this man say is cash money, young money, motherfuck the other side. They can fuck with us if they want. I bring them homicide. I'm telling you, they took that shit out, gave it back to me. I didn't think that I was getting that motherfucker back. You know what I'm saying? They gave it back to me. Thank you, God. You know
I
what
can
I mean?
imagine Ashley face. She like.
Man, I used to ask specifically, go to Target. I don't want my CDs out of Walmart. Like I used to say that specifically.
So boom.
Cause I had because all of Walmart's CDs is edited. They're
right?
all edited.
All the CDs are edited.
So I had like TLC's shit. I had Ludacris. I had all of this shit, and like Ludacris was dope too, cause like his edited versions were still like so animated. You know what I'm saying? Like had cool sound effects to bleep out words and, you know, change up words and shit. But shit, I get to the point I'm singing the songs
No.
and I'm singing it wrong. I'm listening to
yeah.
it when you know what I'm saying? I'm like, don't even know what the real words is, bro. Like, hell no. Get my shit from
that's
Target.
funny. So look, all right. So you know in New York, well, it's Walmart's in New York, but it's not Walmart's in like the inner city and shit. So boom, I never bought a CD from Walmart before, but my grandmother's down and we shopping for the house and shit like that. It's like our first year here or whatever. So I want to say it was like Can't Ban the Snowman or something like that. And not even Can't Ban the Snowman, but it's Jeezy, like that Thug Motivation or something. You feel me? And I see it. She buying shit. I'm shit. Give me this. You know what I'm saying? And yo, the whole, it's edited. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm like, what the hell? How did I get? You know what I'm saying? About edited? Because I didn't know nothing about Walmart shit being edited and stuff like that.
Right.
But yeah, that's funny because I remember, you know what I'm saying, having that, like, what the hell? And somebody told me, I guess that was from me, it was like, you gotta go to Target. Target got the.
Gotta go to Target. Don't
And
get
then,
my shit from Walmart. Facts.
What's that mall on Duluth?
Go in that place?
The other one, Sugarloaf.
Oh, Sugarloaf.
Sugarloaf Mills.
Discover
Mills back then, right? Do you remember they got the FYI store? FYE store. So they CDs is unedited too. You know what I'm saying? So I would get CDs from there too. They got everything in there.
Nah, for sure.
For it to be like not as big as Walmart, they got everything in there.
FYE is definitely fire.
Is it still open?
I mean, last time I went, yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Imagine if Instagram was edited like Walmart music.
Like the whole Instagram?
Yeah. I mean, because now I'm thinking about it like,
or
yeah, like
music?
all of that shit, like everything. Like I'm just thinking about like how, like it's like a lack of like editing.
But I was about to say, if you think about it, Instagram is edited compared to TikTok and X.
What make you say that?
Because they show, not even TikTok. I don't know about TikTok that much, but Facebook and X, they be having like real links to like porn and shit like that on Facebook and X and shit.
Yeah.
But on Instagram, it's kind of hard to get that through because they always taking your shit down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I guess so.
I'm
even just, but I mean, you not for cussing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying like
not for
squeaky
cussing
clean.
at all. Not for cussing at all. I'm talking about as far as like X-rated content. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not porn, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But just X-rated content. You feel me? They'll show somebody getting shot on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? When Instagram is a little more sensitive.
Well, you just gotta click the
click to see. Yeah, certain shit. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like if Instagram had porn on it, it would be like ruined.
You
know what I'm saying? Like that shit would be like
nobody wouldn't be on it.
Yeah, that shit would be lame as fuck.
It would be like
getting spammed and like.
I was about to say like MySpace, but I don't even know if MySpace was even edited. I know you could curse on there, but
Renee said TikTok is the most edited one.
It's the most edited. Yeah, because I was like, I really don't know about TikTok, but okay, it's the most edited.
Yeah.
But with saying that, when we saying nobody would be on Instagram, everybody is on TikTok. Would it be in the most edited?
Right. Right.
Everybody's on TikTok.
But that's because it's the most edited, probably. It's like the cleanest space. You know what I'm saying? To just like get ideas and laugh and hear stories and you know what I'm saying?
So people probably would be on Instagram if it was edited.
Yeah, but I'm talking about. I said they wouldn't be on there if it was sex and shit.
If it was no cursing.
But it's so cool how like these conversations just flow into the topics because NYC sues all social media platforms. You heard about that? New York City is suing a handful of social media networks alleging their platform designed to exploit young users' mental health. The lawsuit was filed against TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and YouTube. The city of New York said the platforms are responsible for an uptick in mental health issues among young people, including depression and suicide.
Not the fact that the world is fucked up.
Like, I feel like if New York City do that, then like Chicago I have to do that. Then LA I have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit retarded. Like it's First Amendment, right? Isn't it First Amendment like I have the right to say what I want to say? Right?
Right.
Am I tripping?
I mean, so like technically, yeah.
I'm like.
So like technically, yes, right? And then like you got these little bylaws like on platforms that got their own
like
rules.
terroristic threats and shit.
But
like
what
that.
I'm just saying, like even like platforms that got their own rules, like you can't, I don't know, say hate speech,
Right?
type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you can, but you won't be able to put it on Instagram and push it out. You know what I'm saying? Like you can say whatever you want.
The thing about, see, it's that mayor. I forgot his name. It's the black dude though. I'm gonna tell you, right? Because I understand what they saying. These young niggas don't have nothing else to do but be on social media.
Right.
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you know what I'm saying? And all they doing is dissing each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Dissing each other, dead homies, and dead homies is really soft because it be niggas' dead siblings. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure.
Like, you know what I mean?
Sons
like,
and
sons and shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like,
Chick, can you get to the door for me, pretty please?
so, like, just like I understand what he's saying, but you can't put a ban on. What you gonna sue them for? What? What is this? You know what I'm saying? Like what? Like you can't.
How do you
sue
hold them accountable? You would have to go case by case if you wanted to even try some shit like that.
They got time and the money, but it's just not gonna stand, bro. That shit weak as hell. Really sound like a rumor because it's so weak. Like. How a state going? It's not even a state. It's a city. It's New York City.
Like
you know
Atlanta going after Trump.
That's Atlanta going. You feel me? Like it's so like crazy. It sound like you know what I mean?
Like wow, what are you? Well, maybe they're just trying to trigger some shit. Cause it sound like it's New York now, but if other cities are like,
But I'm saying though,
or federal, if they, you know what I'm saying?
It's not gonna happen.
What's happening?
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen. I'm like only. All right, boom. You got to think about it, right? It's cities that's like crazy with killings and shit like that. You feel me? Like Atlanta is bad, but Atlanta's not one of those. You know what I'm saying? But we have like New York is not even one of those. New York is bad, but it's so many people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm about to name other cities that's like that. New York City, Chicago, LA. Those are the 3 top cities that I said before. There's other cities where crazy shit is going on, but those are 3 most populated cities that get the most highlight on gang culture and violence. You feel me? Street violence and shit. Boom. You gotta think about like Jacksonville, Florida. You know what I'm saying?
Type shit.
St. Louis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Baton Rouge. Like these little cities, they can't pull together and have it banned out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the money that comes from sponsorships and partnerships and YouTube and Google and Amazon and you know what I'm saying? In Atlanta, like you can't, you know what I'm saying? Federal, that's gonna be crazy. Atlanta's not going for that. You know what I'm saying? This is Black Hollywood. And even with that saying that, LA not gonna go for that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's Hollywood. That's the real Hollywood. Like they need these platforms. They need YouTube. They need TikTok. They need Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Like this how they promote their movies. This how they promote they artists, they actors. You know what I'm saying? Like. You can't like stop that, bro. Like you can't.
I mean, just like you can't stop anything is like like going on in the world, like society. You can't stop society.
I can understand they gonna put like more. What's the first word that you was sensory, like on like violence or like you said, sex or something like that. You know what I mean?
But like, they're not even talking about violence. They just talking about mental health and suicide. So I don't even know like what these people are seeing that's making them feel so bad.
To be in a state of comparison when you're looking at what
For sure.
people are perceiving, on what they got, and you think that you in a space of lack all the time.
Yeah.
I want to go rob these niggas because they got the new shit they posted on Instagram.
Even like subconsciously.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Yeah.
Like I see this nigga at school.
And I understand that. I understand that. That makes sense. You feel me? Like, but it's just not going. It's a stretch. It's a really.
Look, keeping up with the Joneses has been a phrase since before we were born.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, it makes it even more outlandish that they're trying to come for them for something that's been around since.
And like forever.
The horses and carriages.
Yeah.
Who got the better horse? Who got the nicer
facts,
dress? Who got the
facts.
nice monocle? I don't know what the fuck.
And that's like I couldn't, that's like schools when they when the kids can't, the kids got to wear uniform and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we not in China.
That's why they don't have that shit like in places that are communist places.
Yeah,
Like
like
communist places, everybody is
the same. Like, you know what I'm saying? We not in China, bro. Like, this is a free country. Like, the First Amendment, niggas have the right to do what they want. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the liberty.
The liberty, like.
And look, that's a strong word. You know, I saw a video that was speaking about just basically like, it's the land of liberty, and I think I already said this about on the show. Like, basically liberty is like, you ask your dad if you can have the car and he give it to you and tell you you can go take it, versus like you just having the freedom to go take the keys off the. You know what I'm saying? It's still not like free, but
Yeah.
Just giving you the right to do shit. I remember one time I was on Go Talk TV, and this dude basically was talking about how the government allowed us to do some shit. And I was so insulted and annoyed by the word allowed. Like, I'm like, yo, we fought for this, and you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck you mean allow? Like, niggas just said, like, here you go. You know what I'm saying? Like,
facts.
but like, ultimately, I mean, fuck, man. I guess niggas is allowed. You know what I'm saying?
They let us do it.
And not even niggas. Like, I ain't even saying like niggas is anybody. And not to confuse that with like letting people say nigga, because you know what I'm saying? If I call you a nigga, you just everybody, but don't say it. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody just can't say nigga.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
For
Everybody's
sure.
a nigga, but
Right.
everybody can't say nigga.
Facts. But it's just, I just feel like, even millionaires have rules they gotta play by. Type shit,
Yeah.
I feel like we got
season.
some stuff off our chest. Tax
For
season.
sure.
Maybe I feel lighter. I feel like that allowed thing might have been on me, and I just finally like let it go. Like,
What's Go Talk TV?
it was a Tone podcast. Yeah. On IG Live. It was dope.
So he was interviewing somebody.
Oh, we just be having conversations on there. It wasn't
Okay.
even like interview type
Okay.
shit. Just like,
I am America's
I was
realest, and
mad.
I'm telling you, America did not allow us to do this.
Man, my people fought for this shit. You see what happened? Really, they could have just kept doing this shit though. You feel me? They really figured it was more profitable, probably in the long run, to just let everybody be a fucking citizen.
Yeah.
We'll just treat you differently. Spend your money.
We'll just treat you differently for sure, for hundreds of years to come.
Right.
Your grandchildren's grandchildren.
Looking yeah. It's getting better though. You think?
I don't know.
I mean, so like, I was like, you feel like okay,
No, it's definitely getting better if you compare from 100 years ago to now.
right.
You know what I'm saying? You go from 1923 to
Which is
2023.
crazy. 100 years ago, 1923, nigga.
The fuck?
Right, bro. We was coming up. It was like 1800s. Nigga, what you talking about? 1923. Niggas got grandparents born in 1923 type shit. You
I know a lady that was born in 1918.
Nigga, like, you fucking kidding me? That's crazy.
Shit, my aunt, she died in like 2018, 19 or something like that. And she was like 104, so she was born before then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. And young folks talking about the 1900s. Boy. And I see. If you talking about 1920.
1923. What was going on in 1923, H?
1923. I want to see like.
Did they have air conditioners?
Nah, bro. 1923.
They had wheels, right? I was just playing.
America in 1923. Hey, look, this is another. You see,
I think the car was in like
you
1908.
you can know
like
everything that you want. It's just right here in my hand. Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
What happened in 1923?
Let's see. Events. The first issue of Time magazine was published.
It is the 100th year, right?
Yeah, facts. That's crazy. The Ku Klux Klan defies a law requiring publication of its members. Okay.
They were still growing strong
Right.
100 years ago.
Newspaper printers strike in New York City.
Stop the press.
Okay, well, the New York Yankees defeat the New York Giants. So they were playing baseball back then. That's probably like the oldest game, isn't it?
Yeah. American game.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
The
this
Giants
is some.
is LA now, ain't it?
No, they became
The Dodgers. The LA. LA Dodgers. It became
Oh, the economy collapsed in the Depression. I think the Great Depression it started in 1920. So they was going through the Great Depression.
Hey, did you see that? I just
remember.
seen something that said that Bill Gates just took all his money out of his stocks. Anybody else see that? Was that false news?
I ain't see that game, but that's something to.
Yeah, to look at.
Yeah.
Pay attention to. This nigga about to set the robots out.
got to push the button.
Right.
But okay, so the interesting part about that is, right? If some, like, where'd you put the money and, like, what does it matter?
What if he took his money out stock?
Just the money. What does the money matter? If, like, some shit go, like, down.
Bill
Like,
Gates' money matters, not ours.
No. All right, like, what I'm
The little
saying
bit
is,
of money we got don't
What I'm
matter,
saying-
but Bill Gates'
what-
money matter.
I'm saying, though, to who and what? Because
The
it's,
world, like he's
What she's trying to say is, I got a friend. We talked about buying gold. If shit hit the fan, gold still ain't gold. It don't matter if I got the gold. That shit don't mean nothing at that point.
what I'm gonna do with it?
Oh wait,
Who does it matter to?
Oh wait. I wasn't saying like we.
Walking Dead shit happening right now. What the fuck a gold and money means at all?
At all,
Shit, it
that's-
could still mean something.
Man, chill.
Well, I'm saying.
If you find them,
okay,
you let
check
me know.
out. Check me
You know
out.
what I'm saying?
Check me out.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm not saying digital money, right? But I'm saying actual gold or like something physical, right? Because now it's The Walking Dead, and like, you know what I'm saying? They only taking motherfuckers in there with a brick of gold. Nigga, I'm so happy I invested in this brick of gold. Now I got somewhere safe to go in.
Go into the whatever they save.
Well, you said The Walking Dead.
Okay, so
I
I could go with that because it's like if you got this gold brick, then you're in a certain status, and we want to protect you.
You see what I'm saying?
Or like you got some kind of lineage or some kind of like
You see,
status.
you see where I'm going with it?
You might
Like,
be. You're probably smart. You're like. You know, like
the other half.
facts, like,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
type shit.
You be like, yeah, come with us.
But the
Yeah.
yeah,
Get you away from this shit.
Right.
it's like a
We
golden
going to
ticket.
Mars.
It's like a golden ticket.
I'll see it.
We going to. It's only 100 of us. We're going to the sky.
And looking at not the 100.
Yeah. Took you a minute.
Only 100 of us.
Well,
Yeah, facts.
Well, you know, y'all put me on. Thanks, babe. Thanks, bro.
Yeah, man, it's a great one.
It stuck with me.
Every
forever.
once in a while, like I go back and watch like
Just an episode. Or
that
two.
episode too. Like we watching Good Girls right now. That shit good as hell.
That's-
This is good. I haven't watched the last like 2, 3 seasons. Like how many seasons is it?
4.
Yeah.
We're at the
I watched like the first or second season.
season finale of the last.
oh, yeah. You know, I just said something about Jake. You know, Jake.
What about him?
If you just jumping off the porch, I'll take you to training day. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be your training day.
No.
Get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But
I was writing.
oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Lisa.
Oh, the pin game.
You know, a little something.
You know you gotta do the video like Trinity now, though, right?
That's fire. That's fire.
Fun stuff.
Ah, you shot me in the fucking. I know.
We're gonna put you in some acting shit, bro, for real. I'm gonna call Tone.
It's the way he was holding the gun when he. Motherfucker, you motherfucker. Oh, that nigga was hurt.
I'm gonna send that clip in. We gonna send that in.
We lit.
Facts. Woo.
I got my tripod. I'm going to the court early in the morning shooting free throw content.
Let's get it.
You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh.
All right, look.
Uh-oh.
So I didn't watch all of the Who the Fuck Did I Marry?
You watched it all?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I didn't.
Where you got to? 30 something?
Hell no. You know what I'm saying?
You should have skipped through
I didn't
some,
know. First, all right. So
I told you.
But you didn't say like 7 hours.
I said it's 50 episodes and each. I said 500 minutes. That's what I said. I said each episode is 10 minutes.
I ain't think about it. I ain't break it down into 7. Cause that's crazy. It's so dope. So like on her TikTok, she got 1.5 million likes on this story that she telling. That's amazing.
Yeah, somebody did the math and said she should.
Yeah, it's just her talking. No, she's telling the story. She's telling the story. She in the car.
She's telling the year, like maybe like 16 months.
All right, so boom. When we was on the phone, when you initially told me about it, right? We got to the point where I was like, oh man, that's dope because it could have been a book, right? Chick, you just said that she made $87,000 on this shit.
Maybe.
I mean, you know,
she could have monetized that much.
Right?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Right.
Technology is so crazy that you don't even have to write a book. She didn't have to write a book.
Yeah,
She just literally cut out everything. Man, I tell you, this is the age where you can do whatever the fuck you want, man. You just gotta do that shit. And you don't even know how some stuff gonna turn out. So you just gotta just do that shit.
What if she was lying? Anybody could just make up a story.
She was too specific.
The story, I mean, she was too specific, but you got to think about what the hell the story she was telling. She's telling the story about a nigga that was lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, the nigga was telling too much detail. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think about it. She got married to the motherfucker. He been lying from the beginning. Like, you see what I'm saying?
I'm gonna see what you saying.
Oh, sooner than later? You gonna still listen?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm definitely.
Where you at? Where you stopped at?
I'm telling you, it's like, I gotta it was like a trailer, basically. I watched the first episode on the way to Chick-fil-A, and I don't even think we started the second one. But I'm interested. I want to watch it, but we didn't start the second one.
You seen it?
Because after we watched the first part, then, you know, she was like, oh, I wish I could, because like I said, we was in the car, she was watching on TikTok. So she's like, oh, I wish we could watch it on TV. I was like, D-Lo said we could watch it on TV. Boom. So then she went to go find it on YouTube. That motherfucker said 7 hours. That's when we was like, we're going to finish watching.
I said it's an all-day thing.
Because I had to come here, you know, and we was already watching Good Girls. We on the season finale. So I was like, all right, I think we should finish this first and then get into it. So probably like tomorrow, we're going to be on that shit.
Yeah.
We laid in the bed and watched that shit all day.
She had everybody's control, attention, man. You know what I'm saying?
We was still in the, when she finished, she was only 6 days. She only recorded it 5 days before, like when we started watching this shit. Yeah, we watched it back to back. Only reason why we didn't finish because we had to eat. And when we got back in the car, we kept listening. Somebody gonna write it. They don't have to give her no deal. Just like, you know what I'm saying? They just go.
I mean,
you could just change certain shit in the story. Shit. How? It's stories like that out. It's movies out there. It's like that now.
Uh-huh.
A black lady wrote it, and it took her years to sue these niggas. A black lady wrote Terminator and the Matrix, and they fucked her over, and she sued. Like not too long ago is when she finally got money. You know how long ago that shit was?
That's interesting. Black History Month. Before it's over, a black lady wrote the Terminator and the Matrix.
That's hard.
That's crazy. Them are some really like top box office movies.
Yeah, for sure. $1 billion movies.
Big, huge franchises.
And it's like multiples of them. You know what I'm saying?
Huge franchises. Both of them. That's crazy. That's hard. Shout out to her.
But all right, hold on. Let me ask this though, right? All right, so what if we change the story and make it the woman was the liar and she was lying to the nigga the whole time?
Nah, you still. I mean.
The story, y'all ever saw they used to not too long ago again with the white. It was called Dirty Something with the doctor. He was a white doctor and he was lying to all these women and shit. You know, it's nothing new under the sun. So that's just like black version of what I saw on TV with that shit. Just that maybe he
If you
wasn't a
switched it
doctor.
up like that, baby,
You know what I mean?
you could probably get you a different nigga.
Huh? Wait, I'm sorry. What'd you say?
If they switched it up like that, if you were like, we're gonna do the same shit, but we're gonna do with this woman, and then like this crazy tragic shit that happened to not exact stories, they would get away with that.
What if the lady, right, that was lying, what if she had a twin sister, right? And she was switching out with her twin sister, and the twin sister was coming to the
That's a whole nother story.
plot twist.
Right.
Doom, doom, doom.
That'd be
Think
crazy.
about how long it would take you to come up with
On Big Brother.
a story for that when this bitch already got it.
Yeah, facts.
Nah, she killed it too. Shout out to Risa Tisa, however you say it.
Shout out to Sheila.
And
No.
Lee John, get it together, my man.
That's funny as hell. Look, but on Big Brother though, they had like a twin come in and out of the house. That was a pretty dope season. I know you're not on Big Brother yet, but
Nah, we gonna get on that. I done slowed down on Survivor.
Watch that first season.
Yeah, with Sari and her son.
I wasn't the one to do. I'm so sorry.
It was.
I
I was
give you-
just so confused because it was like live at the same time.
But like the first one ain't a good one. The first one isn't a good. I'm just give you a good season to watch so you could be fans, and then like you go from there. Cause I didn't start on season
Big
one.
Brother.
They got a new show called Buddy Games. I told them, y'all, we would be perfect for Buddy Games.
You want to know what's so
Babe.
crazy? When these, I remember when Survivor and Big Brother, and like, I don't remember when they started, but I just remember like those shows being out like when I was a kid, and be like, never watched those shits. Like, who the hell watches
Yeah,
these?
I slept so hard. I definitely remember Big Brother, and I was like, I couldn't even understand what it was. I
Yeah.
was just like,
All right. My mom watches enough of Big Brother watching Real World. They got cameras all over. So that's just what I thought it was, like just cameras watching niggas in the crib.
I had no idea. I was like,
like
somebody
Real
got a
World.
Big Brother watching over them. I didn't even get it. I didn't even watch it. I just assumed. I was like, it's
Yeah.
stupid.
Babe been having me watch fucking Bad Girls Club.
Bad Girls. That shit was legendary. Like Bad Girls, like era. Like, you know what I'm saying? If social media was like, what I want, I get it. Bad Girls.
We did season 1, we skipped 2, then we on 3.
New York would have been crazy in Bad Girls Club.
Dangerous. I feel like it's just as dangerous as LA though. I don't know. In New York though.
No, I'm talking about New York. Tiffany
Yeah.
Pollard. Yeah.
She was on Bad Girls?
No, she was on
went straight to
Flavor of Love.
right?
Do it, slap me, bitch.
You funny as hell. You sound just like her.
You don't know how many times I watched that clip.
Do it, slap me.
And then
bitch.
she got spit on. She said,
About Pumpkin, right?
yeah. She said, this bitch
Yeah,
spit on me.
I remember that one. I remember that one live, while watching it.
She wanted to hit her so bad.
She knew she was gonna get decked, but she still got decked. She fell out her slippers. I mean, out her heels, trying to grab her. Good old days.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
I had to be to sleep by 11 back then.
I'm just wondering, like, what was different back then? Like, is everything just so much more produced that we don't get like that
We was just
old,
talking about
raw
that.
feeling? Because it's definitely a difference. What's going on?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, nah, we was just talking about that because we was comparing it even to like survival. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, how much is this so raw? How raw is it really?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
facts.
Because like I said, we was watching the 3. You know what I'm saying? Season 3 of Bad
Right.
Girls Club was like what 2006 or something, 2008. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm like, how like. Because this is the beginning of reality TV.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? They don't really know what to expect. You know what I'm
they
saying?
doing,
The
right.
first season we was watching, the girl got kicked out in like 2 days for fighting. She was only there for like 5 days. And it was like, what? This Bad Girls Club. They getting kicked out for fighting? Because we used to bitches fighting now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
bitch, you better come pop off so we can keep you on the show. You can get
Right.
some ratings. Who
Facts.
you going to fight first?
Facts.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, you know what I mean? So like,
Now they be like, just argue.
yeah.
Now they give them reasons.
Yeah, that's what Bae was saying. She was like, they'll like plant something like, okay, so come in here aggressive and upset because you just got off the phone.
Facts.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Or
Facts.
something, you feel me? Like,
We watching Summer House too, and it's a Bravo TV. Basically, one of the girls on the cast is a PR, and on this reunion they were talking about how she has moments that are like produced, like, you know, I'm gonna do this and this is what I got going on and this is what I want shown, and like, you know what I'm saying, it's not like the first season when they were just getting their them partying in a house. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So yeah, it's just, I think it is a lot more, everything is like, has a lot more control on the hands and shit.
And I mean, honestly, if you are like that lady or whatever, you know what I'm saying, it gotta make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if I do have this going on, let me move this around to this day so it could fall like that and the cameras is gonna be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
this day
for
is
sure.
gonna be crazy. This is gonna be a crazy episode. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
it
sure.
do make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it gotta make sense. Like, the content gotta fall together, gotta swag together. So yeah, for sure that.
All right, that was fun. I feel like we was doing our 1-2 with that.
For sure.
What you think, For sure, man. All right, we got Jeannie in the building. We about to have an interview, so don't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? America's Realest Podcast, Live Hip Hop Daily, D-Lo G. Go to the website, americasrealestmusic.com. Watch Free Throws on that motherfucker. Head time out now. You know, we'll be back.
Beat it, blah.
What's happening? We back. America's Realest Podcast, live Hip Hop Daily. D-Lo G is always in the building, and Jeannie is here with us today. What's happening, brother?
It's good. Nothing much. Chilling.
I
Just
feel that.
trying to enjoy the Atlanta traffic. You feel me?
Yeah, yo, that traffic get crazy. They doing a lot of opening up the highways here and there. Mm-hmm. But I still have to say, like, the traffic here is nothing compared to, like, LA, first of all. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That shit even just looks intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
Like, videos, pictures.
The helicopter cams be looking crazy,
man.
Bro.
Sure.
Like, probably New York, I could imagine, is worse.
Like, so it's crazy, right? So, you know, it's highways in New York, but even if you, it's a lot of places you going that you don't have to take the highway to get there.
Right.
So it would literally be 3 miles away, 30 minutes, 40 minutes to get that 3 miles away. And you know New York is like gridded. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you really just going straight for 3 miles. You know what I'm saying? There's no way to get around that motherfucker. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like,
I feel you, because it's like a different couple ways you could go in Atlanta, a couple streets you could come around back to.
Nah, New York, you sitting there.
I ain't gonna lie. If we were built on the grid, though, it would be like 10 times worse. I feel like.
Nah, for sure.
Because I feel like us not being in the grid system, it kind of helps us. Because it's like, all right, we know if we go this way, you might be able to go a little further and get to where you gotta go. But if you take that first exit, you kind of stuck there for a little bit. Like, you feel me? Like, I don't know. Because I know in Toronto, like, traffic get bad out there too.
In Toronto.
You used to live in Canada?
Yeah, hell yeah. That's where I was born at.
You was a Raptor?
Nah, I wasn't always a Raptor until like I really started watching basketball for real. Like, cause like you know you growing up like it's always like Bron, Kobe, like MJ. You know what I'm saying? But like I wasn't like I want to go shoot some hoops. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't really play basketball for real until I moved out here. So it was more of it was a transition. And then I realized like damn, like if I'm gonna rep a team, it's like you either got the Hawks or you got the Raptors.
Yeah.
Y'all
take the Raptors. Like,
but I'm saying when you was up there, was Vince Carter a big deal? Nah, it was just Drake.
It was before my time. Yeah, it was before my time. So it's like Drake Carter. I mean Vince Carter. Vince Carter, cool, but it's like. You don't have a basketball conversation out there and bring the first nigga you bring it up is Vince Carter. It's like, it's like they'll bring up Kawhi before they bring up Vince.
Word.
Yeah.
But he got us a ring, so it's like by all means, you know.
So how long ago you moved here?
Probably about 10 years now. Okay. So I've been here since about like I moved here, started 7th grade, 22 now. So yeah, probably about like 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Word.
Hey, you moved to Sandy Springs when you came in. You know, and that's. So when I read your Instagram name, I assumed that you was from the East Side.
Yeah.
And I was gonna ask you some questions about your sound and you know Atlanta has different pockets of this and that, but it's the 6. You're talking about the 6.
Yeah,
exactly. Up here.
Exactly. So
Toronto, that's hard.
But that's how everybody feel because it's like, oh, you're not from East. Like, yeah, you damn right, I ain't from out there. But it's like it's nothing against it. Like, I got plenty partners out there. You know, like. But that's where I feel like my sound kind of comes from, you know what I mean? Because I've seen so many different types of people, met so many different types of people, different
like
cultures.
Crazy melting pot, right?
It's just all in one pot.
Yeah.
You know
I definitely want to visit
are
Canada.
you like African or something like that?
Jamaican.
Jamaican? Okay. But
Jamaican
I know it'd
French.
be like a bunch of different cultures and stuff like that up there.
Out there is crazy, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of shocked, like, when I moved out here and I barely seen, like, any Asian people. Like, it was just a culture shock to me because, like, growing up out there, it's like, you got Asians, Persians, Indians, Sri Lankans, like everything. You name it, bro.
Yeah.
Like literally everything. So it's like, bro, you literally just have you got black people, white people, Mexicans for the majority, and then if you ask people their background, they don't even know like their background for real. Like so, I just had to stop asking folks, bro. Like it was kind of crazy. Like I still can't get over that. Like even living here for 10 years, it's like, bro, you don't know where you came from, bro. Like how you know you? Like you know what I mean? Like, cause like I feel like everybody should know like where they come from, like
for sure.
Like who they really are, you know what I mean? Like say you come from a tribe, like that would be hard. Like nigga, shit, I'm part of this tribe. Like people should be able to wear that on their back and be proud of it. You know what I mean?
That's definitely something.
It's just crazy to me. Like people really don't even emphasize it though. It's like, yeah, you came from this. This is what you came from. It's
Well,
like,
so like in Atlanta, we from Atlanta,
right?
You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what everybody reps collectively, and then like. Then you get into like your little like that's not Atlanta, this not Atlanta type shit. but it's, everything basically is just Atlanta.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Wait, you talking about like family tree, right?
Yeah, like I want to go past Atlanta. Like I want to know if you
No,
like,
I feel you, but I'm
but
just
that's
like
just like
saying
the
like
general.
that's
She's saying like that's the general.
where we at today.
right,
down here, you know what matters is like, you know.
Yeah,
Atlanta,
where you from?
where you
Yeah,
from,
it's like
you know,
where you
type
from.
shit,
You ask
yeah.
somebody where you from
Yeah.
and shit. They don't really care if you like Haitian or Jamaican.
Right,
whatever.
right,
It's
right,
Like, it's
yeah.
just, you either from Atlanta or you're not from Atlanta.
Right.
If you say you're not from Atlanta, they gonna look at you crazy for a second and be like, "So what you doing out here?" Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
So when you in Toronto, do y'all have those conversations?
yeah, all the time. Cause
So
that's a regular.
how does that conversation go? Do y'all say I'm from the 6, or you say I'm from Toronto, or you say I'm from the East Side?
It'll be more of a like if somebody wants to know like where you actually come from, like if you're Jamaican, whatever, like
It's gonna
they'll
be-
be like, what's your background?
Okay,
They'll ask you like, what's your background? And if they want to know like where you grew up, they'll just be like, where you from? Or like,
Okay, so boom, because you just asked him. How did you ask him?
Asked
Like
him
what he was?
I asked him, was he African?
Okay, right. Well, you just took a shot.
Yeah, I took a shot.
type shit,
Because
yeah.
I met some East African girls, like Ethiopian.
No, for
you know
sure.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, I can
Yeah,
see
yeah.
From Toronto, you feel me? And so I just assumed, you feel me?
But there's a lot of them out there, so it's like
yeah.
it's a general like assumption, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that's crazy.
So I always wanted to know this, like, why is Toronto the 6 side?
To be real with you, bro, I moved too young, bro. I couldn't tell you. Like,
So it was
I
the
really
6
couldn't
side
tell you.
before Drake. Drake didn't
like,
make that turn.
It was already the 6 like before that, but it's like I really don't even know the history behind that. Like,
okay.
But I'm gonna be real,
I didn't
like.
know that.
I feel like it got popular when Drake started saying it.
Right,
Yeah,
like,
for
I
sure.
feel like it was always a term, and then when Drake was like 666, like that's when niggas was like, okay. I really want to say it's because of the area code on the phone numbers though, because it's 416, so it's like 6 side. Like when you in Toronto, you get a 416 number, so it's, they just probably just use the 6. I would say.
no, that makes sense. I definitely could go for that.
Like I want to say that's the reason.
They said no. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Yeah. All right.
That's hard.
Enough.
Wait, no, I have one more.
Okay,
Toronto.
go ahead.
Bring
But
them,
so
like-
do you travel? You been in Canada lately?
Yeah, I was actually there last April, and I'm probably gonna go back. I want to say I was supposed to be back like for my birthday. My birthday's end of May, but
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. I seen Gunna posted his tour date, so I gotta go hit that Gunna concert June 11th before I go. So I'm probably gonna go like around July.
Okay.
Yeah,
Probably gonna go by July.
that's what's up. And like, are you active with your music out there?
Not as active here because it's different. Like if I could pull up Toronto rappers right now. Y'all would be like, "What the fuck is this?" Like, no disrespect to any Toronto rappers out there, but it's like you gonna listen to it and be like, "All right, this is different." Like, you know what I mean? And then you listen to my shit and it's like, "All right, this kind of sounds like a little bit of both." Like, you know what I mean? But you really gotta like hear it to kind of understand. Like,
No, yeah, and what you saying that like I heard yep, and I like your flow, I like your sound, so I'm interested to see what this Toronto rap is about.
yeah, I mean, I can show you. Like,
Yeah, after the
we can
show,
do that
for
after
sure.
this, for sure. Yeah.
But have you heard of Central C? Mm-hmm. That's my favorite rapper right now.
For real?
Velo G.
Yeah, he's
You know what
cold.
I'm
I ain't gonna lie. Central C cold. Yeah. London rap, UK rap is hard. I
But
feel
it's
like
totally different from Toronto rap.
totally different. I feel like people get the misunderstanding of like the UK and the Toronto accent, because like the Toronto accent is people biting off patois. It's like so like, but the UK accent is like proper English. You know what I mean? So it's like
Mixed with some patois.
No, yeah, because
mixed with some
I
patois.
would-
Yeah,
I
You know what I
definitely
mean?
want to
Like,
say that like I was rapping straight back to it today, right? And I slick said it in a Jamaican accent, and I'm like, bruh, he English.
Yeah.
But it's so close.
it's so close you can't even,
That
like,
for sure.
So
For
people
sure.
make that mistake all the time. Like
Yeah.
but UK rap is definitely hard. Like I do wish that the States had more of an open ear to like UK rap, because it would open up so many doors. Like I don't know, bro. Like I don't know. Like what's his name? Heady One is hard. Central C is hard. What's it called? There's a dude named Spooks out there. He's hard too. Like there's a bunch.
Who
Like,
bro had us listening to the other day? I forgot his name.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Davey.
yeah,
But Dave-
Dave. No, Dave.
Dave.
No,
Dave
Dave
just
was
Dave.
on a project with Cinch. Yeah, they had a 4-song EP.
Oh, okay.
Dave is really the only one to really like kind of break the.
Yeah, that's over here like that.
He's the only one,
because he got that crazy. They got some shit with Lyrical Lemonade. Him and Nick Harlow, right? That's his name. Jack Harlow.
Jack
yeah.
Harlow.
I'm like, wait.
He got some hard shit. He got some hard shit for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you consider yourself like lyrical?
To an extent, I feel like I make music that I'm not getting from outside. Like say I want to hear some lyrical stuff and there's nothing out there. It's like I might as well just go try and be as lyrical as I can be, and then 9 times out of 10 it's something that I like because I'm making something to cater to what I want to hear. You know what I mean? So I could be lyrical. I do have more fun being ignorant on the beat though. Like,
for sure.
like everybody, like ignorant sells, bro. And
Yeah, for sure.
One of my A&R friends told me that being cool is like the new ignorant, like in the rap. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody wants to look cool. Like,
Right.
But yeah. But no, I definitely, it's definitely fun. Like, it's fun being lyrical. I'm just kind of sad to see lyricism kind of die. Like I still listen to Griselda. Like, Benny the Butcher's one of my favorites. What's it called? Conway. Like, when I want the lyricism, I know where to get it. You know what I mean? But it's like when I want some ignorant stuff, I know where to get that too. So it's like I kind of try to do both.
Living in Atlanta is easy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like
for
it's
sure.
hard.
So you say you going to Gunna concert. So how do you feel about like the controversy that he went through with the whole rat thing and like?
I'm gonna be real, bro. I'm gonna put it like this, and I gotta look dead at the camera when I say this for any Atlanta nigga watching this, cause bro, he ain't been on the stand one time and said nothing. So and his plea, he can't even do nothing. They can't do nothing with the stuff that he says, regardless. So it's like he has his own case for his own thing. It has nothing to do with Thug. Thug's dealing with 30 other YSL members who's actively telling. Like, you know what I mean? So how you going? They just want to taint that man's career, bro, and it's not gonna work. Like,
So,
I'm gonna be real. I don't even get into all the politics like with rap stuff.
That's what
like,
I was about to ask you. I was about to ask you if he did snitch, if he did get on the stand, would that stop you from going to his concert? Since you're already a fan of his music, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it probably wouldn't necessarily stop me from going to his concert, but I would definitely look at it a different way. Like, that's how I look at it now. You know what I mean? Like, cause it's like, damn, like he brought you up, like, and you just gonna shut the whole thing down. Like, that's fucked up to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, my fault for cursing. I don't know.
No,
you good.
Yeah,
America's realest.
Facts.
Say less. But yeah, like, bro, if he's gonna fuck the whole thing up, bro, like, I can't mess with that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just out of a respect thing, cause I was listening to Thug before I listened to Gunna. But it's like, as of right now, we're going off the internet. And you can't do that, like, with anything, like, in my opinion. Because if you see that on the internet, like, bro, you can see Barack Obama died on the internet. And then you go walk across the street, you can see that man walking right there. Like, you just can never tell. So it's like, I would rather just wait for the details, get the whole thing figured out, and then I'll make my judgment later. But it's like, as of right now, bro, like, you see the video, what's it called, Desi, trying to name 5 Atlanta rappers. This man said, bro, this man got on the thing. He said, he named like good rappers. Don't get me wrong, but you could tell he was trying so hard not to say Gunna name. Like, I gotta pull it up, because it's like he was literally sitting there. He was like, shit, like, scratching his head. And then he's like, you know what? I'm gonna throw a girl in there, Lotto. And we like, bro, like, come on, bro. Like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, bro, you know he's one of the hardest niggas out right now. And if you don't sit there and listen to his music, then I mean,
I wonder if that's something what happened with Atlanta, kinda. Cause you know they say Atlanta is in a rut. I wonder if like that just like mostly is what happened. Just that whole Young Thug Gunna shit. You know what I'm saying?
It split really two communities, bro. Like it literally split 2 communities. Cause you got Thug's community here. Thug's community falls into Gunna's, but it's like Gunna created his own at the same time. So it's really the people in the middle who came from Thug's following, like who's feeling like, we can't mess with him because he's a snitch. Right. There's no paperwork. There's no nothing.
And Lucci in jail too.
Yeah, I was about to say they got
Lucci about to get out.
And then, but I'm saying like he hasn't made no music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta's in the rut. Trouble died a few years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, no, Trouble hurt. I ain't gonna lie.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like.
You know,
Migos broke up.
So that's, you know.
Yeah, I feel all of that, right?
All of that, boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean?
For sure.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Definitely, could give an excuse why niggas gotta collectively get their shit together.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
There's a lot going on. Like,
there's a lot of shit going on.
Absolutely.
And the hardest part is just because there's so many things going on with mainstream, and then you got the underground trying to recreate mainstream, like, and then you got younger dudes trying to recreate it, like, you know what I mean? And it's just doing stuff to try and play the part instead of actually just like doing the craft. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people put themselves in positions to like sabotage themselves. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like if you're a successful rapper or artist, whatever you are, if you're successful at anything, I feel like you shouldn't put yourself in the situation to potentially throw all that
Ja
away.
Morant.
Like Ja Morant. Even Ja, it's like, bro, you know how many NBA players carry? Like, you're the only one who on Instagram Live swinging it around like it's a toy. Like, bro, like, you got a young fan base, a young following. You could be the face of the next generation, and you just threw all that.
He really was.
Yeah,
he was. That's what I'm saying. Like, he was already there. Like,
he was there. Yeah,
like,
for
he
sure.
was there for sure.
No,
like,
absolutely.
Well, he had a Powerade endorsement.
Yeah, Powerade endorsement. They
never had a face before.
Yeah, nah.
They used people for commercials and stuff, but they never
had like an ambassador type shit.
Right,
and he was gonna be the first ambassador. He messed it up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that he can't come back from that.
It's gonna be real hard though.
Yeah,
it's gonna be way harder than what it would have been.
He's at this time. He's kind of moved past that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's no longer looked at as the baby of the NBA. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
definitely tarnished.
You
it's
feel
like
me?
when Derrick Rose got injured.
Yeah.
It's like you shelf him for long
real.
enough, he can come back no problems. Like, it's just he might not come back the same, but he could definitely still come back.
He gonna be balling, but just the same.
Ja Morant, that nigga could ball. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna stop him from balling. You feel me?
At all.
Fire. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about as far as what he could have been as an All-American.
Like how Chris Brown
image,
performed at the Super Bowl.
Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you're dirty. You've been.
Your name been tarnished. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, it's just
because Chris Brown. It just can't.
Some shit you can't come back from, bro. It's like.
And then what they said, they wanted him to sit courtside
at the NBA game, and Ruffles didn't want him to.
That's crazy.
I don't know,
Ruffles come out calling Cap on
Chris Brown.
Like, bro, like, come on, something's going on, bro. Something's going on.
For sure.
What's even worse is he can actually hoop. Like, Chris Brown can actually hoop.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
So, I don't know.
He should have been in the dunk contest. Hell,
yeah,
he's funny as hell. All right, so look, while we talk, man, because look, the NBA, he would have raised the tickets. You know, they need to start incorporating like some rappers in there, some art entertainers. All right, but what about Tekashi? While we talking about snitches, like,
man, he got up there. It said names. He said what they did, how they did it, how many people were there, how many days it took to finish the lick or whatever it was. Bro, he was up there singing. Like, you can't compare Tekashi to Gunna. Like, Gunna took an Alfred plea. If you search up the definition of an Alfred plea, it's literally gonna say it's only his case. So whatever he said he did is only falling back on him. Now, I could get it. Like, this is a complete opposite situation, like, in my opinion. Because if Gunna went up there and said, Jeffrey Williams, what's bro name? Tick, yeah, we would be having two completely.
So, okay, so exactly. So you can't mess with that, and that affects the music. Okay.
It does affect, well, let me rephrase that. It doesn't affect the music, but I wouldn't be so eager to go listen to it.
I feel you.
Like, if I hear it, I hear it, and I'm not just gonna be like, "Oh, this shit ass," because he a snitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I don't know. I've never been the type to hold nuts, like, in general. So it's like, if it's good music, it's good music. Like, that's just what it is. And my opinion, like, good music gonna go regardless.
So, let me ask you a question. If you was like listening to music when 50 Cent and Ja Rule was around.
I was. That's the funny part. I grew up off 50.
You was still listening to Ja Rule when 50 smashed?
I never listened to Ja Rule. I ain't gonna care. I ain't gonna care. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
I get what you're saying.
Nobody was listening to Ja Rule. Ja Rule was like pushed to us by way of like BET. You know what I'm saying?
like,
106 in Park.
Like,
he just had like the mainstream.
He had the machine.
It was
facts.
more so forced on you.
He had the machine
with
working
50,
on him.
it's like me and my moms was grabbing the CDs on release date type shit. So it's a little different.
No, funny. This nigga 50 came out with Back Down and all these crazy songs, and then Ja Rule came out with Rain on Me.
And that's the same song about, like, you know, he got some hits and shit, but like, you know, it's just
it's like he got.
You shouldn't even got in the ring if you was gonna go that route.
Yeah,
really.
Like, bruh, it's like
you know what I'm saying.
You don't bring a basketball to go play football. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
For sure.
It's two completely different lanes, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you got to do what you good at. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, it is what it is at that point. Like, but Ja Rule's cool too. I mean, he got smashes. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I'm saying.
Hits,
like,
but
he got the
Yeah,
songs,
I ain't
but-
want to change the conversation to that. I just
Yeah.
like
you good. The conversation gonna flow, man.
Yeah, for sure. But all right, so let's talk about your music.
For sure. Let's get into it.
All right, so how long have you been making music?
Probably about like 5 years now. This is probably year 5, right?
Yeah.
Here. 2024 is year 5. Really, maybe even 6, because I honestly, it started off as just a hobby. Like, I used to use my gaming headset, like, and just plug it into my computer, go on Logic, and just rap something. I used to make songs before I go to school type shit, and just show my friends, be like, hey, like, let me know how this hitting. He's like, oh yeah, some better quality. Like, okay, cool. Got my first and only job I've ever had in my life, detailing cars. Did that for about 3-4 weeks. Got a check by the stew, and from there it's just been like, and I don't even need to. I chose to just pay the heavy ticket up front rather than just go pay $40 an hour every time I want to go record, because it's like, don't get me wrong, like, if you want a good home studio, like, I'm not saying my stuff sounds the best, but it's like, it's definitely better than other studios or home studios, I should say, because I put time and money into it, you know what I mean? But that's like with anything, like,
Yeah, for sure.
because plugins not cheap. Like, anybody who knows, half the people who watch this probably have never paid for Waves. I paid for Waves. Like, Waves plugins, I paid for all of them. Logic, paid for it.
Yeah.
Like, the
But
mic.
no, shout out to you for doing that though.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's like, crack plugins are cool. Like, we could all get them, but it's like, I want the real thing. Like, if somebody puts out an update, I want to be able to get that update, because I would feel like I'm at a disadvantage at that point.
Right.
Like, for whoever didn't get it the right way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Good investment.
Yeah, it's like, in the long run, it's a good investment. I'm trying to make part 2 of that home studio investment now, so it's gonna pay out. It's gonna pay off smooth.
No, for sure.
So you taught yourself how to engineer and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So are you a producer too?
I used to. I used to produce. I actually produced before I started rapping. So it's like, I was making beats.
Fruity Loops or?
No, I was using Logic.
Logic? Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I was making beats on Logic, because they have like all the stock sounds, the stock plugins and stuff. So I was using the stock sounds. Shout out to my boy Ace, because he put me on. He taught me how to do it. So, what's it called? He used to skip weight training to go make beats. And it's like, I ain't trying to lift. Like, bro, let me go see what he doing. So we dead just sitting in the locker room, laptops open, cooking up. And then that turned into me going to his house, and he was like, record. And then from there, it's just, the rest is history at that point. It's
That's
like,
hard.
For sure.
That's a story.
Yeah, it's like the come up story, you know. It's like, everybody need one.
That's one flow. Face ass.
And literally, it's really weird, because like me and my boy Ace, we never used to like talk like that until that moment.
Yeah, and then
you know
y'all
what I mean? It's
best
like,
friends
yeah,
and
now
shit.
we click, like, so it's like,
Y'all still work together now with music and stuff?
yeah, he what's it called? He hooping right now, but he's done hooping in March, and he's coming back, and he's gonna
Like
be
he
a
in
full-time-
college football and shit. That's what's up.
If you thought I was tall, he taller than me. Shit.
Word,
he about
word.
like 6'5", 6'6", like
Word.
shit. So I told him, I was like, bro, like, the music not gonna go nowhere. So it's like, if you want to go hoop, like,
Go
by
hoop.
all
Yeah,
means,
for
like,
sure,
go out there,
for
drop
sure.
30, bro. So it's like,
That's hard.
Yeah, I ain't hating on it, like, or nothing, because it's like, at the end of the day, like, music is so like, it's hit or miss. You either gonna do it or you not. So it's like, if you not all the way into it, it's better off you just don't do it. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's like, if you can't put 100% into it, then what's the point? Like, because if you going half-ass it, there's other people half-assing it. Like, and especially in Atlanta, there's like, for every one of me, there's probably like 60 other niggas. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, and for every one of them, there's another 60. Like, everybody want to rap. Like, because they painted that image of being like #1 and making the hit. Like, they made it look so like attainable because they came from the same spot. But the other people don't really know like the groundwork. Like, They're not gonna come do this and chop it up with y'all and go drive to somebody else's studio session and just kick it, like just to see who in there, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like all my friends who really got like placements for real, it was just from being in the right spot at the right time, and a lot of people don't want to do that. Like even Promo, like he be getting me out there in these spots where I don't want to go to, and he's like, nah, you gotta meet these folks, bro. And I'm like,
sure.
And he know me, like I don't want to leave the house, like, cause I got everything I need right there. So it's like, he did teach me, like, nah, bro, like you actually gotta go get it, like you gotta go get it.
Yeah, it's definitely a good mixture of both.
Like it's a mix, bro. It's like you gotta know when and when not to. You know what I mean? Like if it don't feel right, don't do it. If you don't feel no ways about it, you just think you don't want to go, then go.
Go, cause go. It's been a lot of times where I'll be like, man, I don't want to go, but I know I gotta go or should go, and then I go, and then it's like I'm glad I went.
Yeah, you have a good ass time, and you glad you went. Yeah, and that's the beauty of it though, like. Cause I feel like if everybody was just a yes man to everything, like if everybody was just like, yeah, I want to go, yeah, I want to go, yeah, I want to go, it would take like the fun out of everything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, cause it's an expectation thing. Like, cause you don't expect when you sitting at home thinking I don't want to go, you don't know what to expect to be there. So it's like. Now you go. Now you go. You have some fun. Now you know what to expect next time. Or like if you see this person around, you know what to expect. Cause like it's good vibes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
It's cool.
Networking.
Yeah. So, Yup is out. Music video, single. How many songs? I don't think I only saw like one other video.
Yeah, I have an old video up there. Though? It was called "Feel No Feelings." My boy Q shot that. That song old too, but I'm honestly just trying to clear up my catalog right now so I can start fresh. Like but I have some shit in there that's like, nah, like you bullshitting. Like you been sitting on this for too long. Like you just gotta put it out there and see what it do. And that's really just been a thing of mine. Like I always like to just sit and wait until the time is right, but I can't. You know what I mean?
There's never a right time.
There's never a right time. Exactly. You just gotta go. Like like you literally just gotta go. Like. It's just what it is. Like I don't know how else to put it. Like you just gotta go. Like
Yep. So what's plans on future music?
Future music, I want to drop a project, but I gotta drop a couple more singles first before So I gotta do like a couple more singles, music videos, all that good stuff. You know, bring some vibes out. You feel me?
Yeah.
Just make it lit. Like make it look lit. Like I said, cool is the new ignorant. So you just gotta. I don't know. I think I'm a cool nigga, but how am I gonna make other niggas think I'm cool? I'm a cool nigga. You know what I mean? So it's like just by doing the regular stuff that we do every day. Like so it's like I just gotta flood the streets. I don't know. Me personally, I feel like I can't find nobody who sound like me. So it's like if it gets to the right ears, like the right people will come and everything gonna work out the way it's supposed to go. You know how it go. Like it's just flood until you.
Gonna fall into place.
You feel me? Just flood until it fall into place.
Put some dates on that music, man. You know what I'm saying? Get it out, bro. You feel me?
Yeah, because I definitely be sitting, but it's like the way I work, like in my brain, I think of the songs like being on a project as a collective already. Like, you know what I mean? So it's real hard for me to just like pick and choose singles to release, like, because.
Well, the beauty of that is you could pick a single. And you can still put it on your project and make it, full circle with your whole idea.
Yeah, so, I can do that. Yeah. I haven't came across that moment yet because I only got one project out, and even that project took me years to make because it's like the people I met while I was making that project, it just changed the entire just how I felt. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because I got folks in Cali who I didn't even know like. Listen to my shit, like, and they was like, nah, bro, like, we gotta work. And then that's how I got a song called Test Tube. That's one of the Promo favorite songs. Like, bro, I got a song called Test Tube, and that wouldn't have even came about if I just went and dropped my project. You know what I mean? Like, cause on the way to making the project, it kind of just happened. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was cool though. Like, I met a lot of people like being patient, but it's like I also met a lot of more people. When I just kept it going, just put on the gas, you know what I mean? So I be having a hard time trying to figure out when and like how to go about certain things, but I do know when I do actually have the time to just sit and just make a piece of work, like a body of work, like a full complete body of work, like not just a mixtape, you know what I mean? Like I really want to have like metro type transitions and all type of crazy stuff. Like I really want to put some time into it. When that time comes, I know it's gonna be lit. Yeah. But for right now, I gotta just do what I gotta do to get there.
All right, boom. Yeah. So release music until, because
Exactly.
you can release music, just release it.
I
You know what I'm saying? It's
I
already done.
It's not doing me no
Yeah,
good
you don't.
sitting on my phone.
It's for sure. You don't have to put no extra effort into it. You know, it's done, uploaded, and send it out. And, you know what I'm saying?
Do its thing.
Especially, I mean, you could market it. You just see how it does organically, and then you know, see where it go from there. But in the meantime, you could work on your stuff. That other stuff is taken care of already. You don't gotta stay by your trunk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hand out CDs.
You just gotta let it move. You just gotta let, like I said earlier, good music gonna spread regardless. So it's like, if it's meant to be heard by people, it's gonna be heard by people.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and I have no doubt in that, like, cause we've seen it. You know what I mean? Like all the artists, all the mainstream artists, bro, they started from the same point that I'm at, like, if not worse. Cause you know what I mean? Like, different people got different struggles. I'm not saying like my life was easy by any means, but it's like, everybody's different.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Everybody got their own come up. You know what I mean?
Even we were just watching something, and the dude was a millionaire, and he didn't want to tell nobody because you know he didn't want nobody to feel no type of way. Right. And he was, you know, confiding a black woman about it. You know, who had, you know, the black upbringing. Right. You know what I'm saying? And she ended up feeling a type of way about it and saying like, oh, boo-hoo, you can't X, Y, and Z. But I feel like that's not fair because like you said, everybody has a struggle. Right. It might not be your struggle, but now his struggle is mental. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the hardest one to beat.
Not to say that yours isn't either, but it's more survival than like wondering. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just paranoia. It's just different. Like it's a struggle. Like regardless. So you know, no matter what position or you know status you think anybody's in, you can't say that they don't have any problem.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Everybody got their own.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's like an issue that a lot of people face like day to day. Like they'll talk to somebody not even knowing what they just went through, or like they'll do something not thinking about the next person. Right. You know what I mean?
Never know what the next person going through.
But literally everybody deals with their own shit. So it's like, who are you to even say like, oh, you don't go through nothing? Like that'd be my problem with going. That's why I don't go outside in the first place, because everybody like to look and pass judgment. But it's like, bro, like you don't even know what it took for me to even get here. Like, you know what I mean?
Absolutely,
like, for sure. So it's like, just us being in the same spot, you should have an idea that we're generally the same, like to an extent. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
that was deep. We're looking forward to some new music. Hope you put some dates on some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. We could definitely do. I mean, I'll definitely do it, cause, bro, I got so many ideas. This is where I mess up. I'll just be walking down the street, like I'll think of something. I'll try to write it down, and I can't cause it's gone. So it's like, when I'm in the studio, I try to just say whatever's on my mind, but sometimes my mind be blank, so then I'm just stuck there. Like, and then I'm like, damn, and then I gotta go back to it later. Or I'll try some old stuff, and it's like, it's not gonna work for this beat. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a perfectionist. Like, and I can't let that idea that I have go. Like, if it's in my head, it's gonna stay there. But if I try to write it, it's not gonna go, because it's not gonna come out the same. I don't know what it is. It's just, it's weird.
Gotta find the flow.
Yeah, find the flow. But sometimes even the flow is like, it comes to like a content perspective. Like I said earlier, like, what do I want to hear from this? Or like, what would your average consumer want to hear? But it's like, I kind of had to stop looking at it like from like, besides my perspective, because there's no telling like what anybody else would want to listen to. Yeah, like you could listen to Brent Fires in the morning, and then you could listen to Young Nudie at 6 p.m. on like driving on the highway in traffic. Like it's too, like you never know what people like.
But that's the beauty of music. It's just so much opportunity for you to get listened to. Songs nowadays is like 2-3 minutes.
1,000%.
And you know, that's a lot of songs you can listen to in a day. You feel me?
Exactly.
You know, just put out your music, man.
Yeah, just because it's not gonna do me no good on my phone, so I gotta just try everything and just kind of just put it out. Like, but I do feel like when I want to make the leap, like try some mainstream shit, like it would have. I would prefer it to be on a project. You know what I mean? Just so I don't kind of lose touch with like. I feel like I'll kind of lose touch with like the underground community that I got like behind my back. You know what I mean? Because
who you've been growing with.
Yeah, exactly. Who I've been growing with. But it's like at the same time, you outgrow people. Well, we outgrow people every day. Like, you know what I mean? Like we outgrow people we know all the time. It might not be easy, but it's like it's gotta happen. You know what I mean? So
yeah, keep climbing, man.
that's
You
the
got
only way.
this. Jeannie from the six, not East Atlanta, Toronto. You know what I'm saying?
Show that.
You feel me?
There, you know, y'all go look at the video. On it'll be americasrealestmusic.com by the time you see this. Go stream it. Any streaming platform.
Any.
Let them know where to follow you at.
Jeannie from the Six on Instagram. Jeannie from the Six on Instagram. I'm gonna make a Twitter. Hopefully, I can send my Twitter in before this is out, so that I can build it up a little bit. But everything Jeannie from the Six. SoundCloud is just Jeannie with an exclamation mark. Everything else, all streaming is just Jeannie with an exclamation mark at the end. You feel me? So.
Wait, I don't even know why I didn't ask. Where Jeannie come from?
You want the real story or the made up one?
Both.
Okay, cool. So, all right. So I was my old name. Like girls used to call me J Dad at school, like J Daddy, because my real name Jay Sean. So they just twisted it. You know what I'm saying? So I was literally like, nah, I can't have J Dad as my rap name. Let me just go through some shit. I promise you, I was sitting in class, picked my phone up, looking through emojis, literally just looking through emojis, and then Jeannie stuck out to me. I was like, that's kind of hard. Let me keep that. Let me write that down. So I changed my name on Instagram. It was Jeannie from the Six. Then everybody was like, we would just be cooling, like just smoking, whatever, chopping it up with my partners, and then like I would do something and they just wouldn't notice it. And they'll be like, damn, that's why he's Jeannie. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so that's the one that I go with when people really ask me, like, oh yeah, my partners just called me that because like shit, we just made shit happen. Yeah. But the real story, I was just going through emojis and I just kind of stumbled upon the Jeannie, and it was like, this kind of sticks. Like, you know, it just felt right. Like, yeah, it just felt right.
I feel like both stories go together. So just tell it all the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
is that the real one or the made up one?
Yeah, because it's all real. Don't get me wrong. It's all real. Don't get me wrong. But it's like when I tell people, like when people ask me, I usually tell them, nah, like my partners gave me that. Like, you feel me? Like, because it's just short and sweet. It's like, but they technically did stamp it. You know what I mean? Like, I made it, but they stamped it.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Facts.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, man. Well, this was great. You know, again, we're looking forward to hearing some music.
Of course.
Don't pressure you about it.
No pressure. No pressure.
All right, yeah, for sure, man. All right, it's America's Realest Podcast, Live Hip Hop Daily. Tap in with D-Lo G, Jeannie with an exclamation mark. We out, y'all.
Sir, thank you for having me.
For sure.